760. And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym in a Crypto episode 760. Today is Thursday, July 22nd. That sounds terrible. 2021. I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10ish.
Oof, you know I'm back to normal when I'm jacking up the title, man. That's easy money right there. Top stories of the day. Elon Musk says Bitcoin may have already hit its benchmark on renewable energy. Alabama regulators accuse BlockFi of offering unregistered securities. NatWest cuts payment channels to Binance, citing regulatory uncertainty. Tether promises an audit in months as Paxos claims USDT is not a real stablecoin. And last but not least, for some reason, Vitalik Buterin surprise cameo in Ashton, Kutcher, and Mila Kunis living room. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what's going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So taking a look at our prices for today, Bitcoin's at $32,059, up 1.1%. Ethereum at $1,987, up 3.6%. Binance coin at $293 is up 1.9%. Cardano at 117, not much movement, up 0.17%. Your XRP at 57 cents, up 3.4%. Dogecoin coming in hot at 19 cents is actually down 1% today. Polkadot at 1248 is up 1.8%. And last but not least, Uniswap at 1650 is up 2.8%. So a lot of green and a lot of the markets that Elon discussed, but we'll talk about that more later. But again, still a lot of sideways movement. A lot of liquidity pools just got hit. So you see a bounce up, but it remains to be seen if this will be a sustained movement upward.
That's right. Before we get started, some quick shout outs and then a quick announcement. What's going on, Solar Mike, Jojo Wade, BitSource, AML, Sergeant Mac, Miss Mac, thank you. Sis, Yaya L, Romy Rome, DM Carr, that's right, 760. Litmo Crypto, Johnny Midas. Hey, greetings from the Hollywood Hills, guys. What's up, Johnny? That's my next destination for where I'm going next, too, the Hollywood Hills.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Norcutt, what's going on? What's going on, Shannon? Crypto City. Oh, from Barbados. We got people in here from everywhere. There we go. Black Bitcoin billionaire. Yeah, hey, you set up those inroads, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I found out I was Bayesian, so now we're bringing Bitcoin to Barbados. Let's do it.
There we go. All right. Somebody said, what coin would you suggest putting 1K on right now? Bitcoin. But if you had an extra, I guess Ethereum's a good one right now, just to throw that out there. All right, quick announcements, people. We are going to keep rolling out commercials. We talked about it before. Want to give you all a heads up so you're not in the comment section going crazy. You're not catching me at an off time of the day where I'm going to go crazy with you. I'm going to go ahead and throw this announcement out now. Play the game for us. Click on the videos and say your 2 cents and keep pushing. They're commercials, people. We will be telling you they're sponsored reviews. We're going to keep telling you that as always. But be prepared. We are about to unroll a ton of commercials. A lot of companies want to work with us as far as doing commercials on this channel. We are going to do it. But just like regular TV or any other part of the internet, or even some of these videos where you click on them, when you see that little advertisement, that's what it is. So make sure you do your own research on these projects. Of course, we're going to be upfront and unbiased, but of course, do your own research. So today, tomorrow, next few days, when you see 3 or 4 commercials come out on the channel, don't be surprised. We're giving you the heads up now. They are commercials. They're sponsored advertisements. We will announce it at the beginning of every video. So just make sure you know that. Let's see. Level 99 Slacker said Hollywood Hills lived in Beechwood for some time. There we go. What's going on? Man, Bilal caught the live. Let's go. S1 Dub said lots of shenanigans going on in Hollywood Hills. King, watch yourself. Now, listen, y'all know I'm from Detroit. We don't play them games. All right.
First, I'm about to say. I am the shenanigans.
Yeah, I am the shenanigans. First of all, let's make sure we know that. Yeah, there you go. And not only that, I mean, I'm talking about going to the hills to get a house one day, man, not just to go do whatever they up there doing. I don't know what they're doing. Let's see. All right. Other than that, let's get going with the news. We got a ton of stories. Want to cover them for sure. Top story of the day, as you saw in the title, Elon Musk, crypto expert. You all know we were joking. Elon Musk says Bitcoin may have already hit his benchmark on renewable energy. Look at that. You come in the crypto space for 6 months, you take over a piece of it with the, a few months later, and you're already hitting your goals. Oh man, this is why can't the rest of crypto be like Elon? What's going on with this story?
Oh man. So if you watched the B Word conference yesterday put on by the Crypto Council of Innovation, you could have seen Elon Musk sit there and basically fumble around as if he didn't read the book, but he had to come up and do a presentation in front of the class. He was just fumbling around different words. He basically was saying, yeah, I like Doge because I like dogs. Like what? He's like, I own Bitcoin, I own Ethereum. A few little nuggets came out of there. Like For instance, Tesla's not selling. SpaceX has Bitcoin. But one of the biggest things he talked about was that he said, I want to do a little bit more diligence to confirm that the percentage of renewable energy usage is most likely at or above 50%, and that there is a trend towards increasing that number. He also said yesterday, speaking with Jack Dorsey and Kathy Wood and the moderator Steve Lee, shout out to Steve from Square, just talked to him recently, Musk said that Tesla would most likely consider resuming crypto payments for its vehicles, a policy they said they would be stopping, but he said they need to exercise diligence before making a decision. So again, a lot of people tried to blame Elon Musk being a genius, and geniuses can't talk for some reason, or his Asperger's, that he's awkward when he speaks or whatever it is. I don't care. Chief Keef has Asperger's, and I can hear Love Sosa loud and clear. So I don't want to hear it. He didn't sound like he knew what he was talking about. He pretty much got outdone by Jack Dorsey because, you know, Jack is a little bit more stoic, and his idea of Bitcoin is like he said, is to have world peace. Elon, to me, sees this more as like I think a business opportunity, which is fine. But again, we need to remind people, you don't need to listen to billionaires, and Elon has nothing to do with the markets. He can't move the markets for long term. That's why he's coming and sitting down with crypto people. We had this fun. It's over now. But again, you got to realize that that Elon Musk, he's either incompetent or he understands it and he just doesn't want to say it out loud that he's actually orange pill, because, of course, Big Daddy government is watching over him and he needs those government subsidies to keep those cars running.
Yeah, and I'm with you. It probably is a second thing where it's just like, he's probably orange pill, but he's like, yo, I can't say it out loud. The day Elon has a side conversation with us, he's like, hey, why y'all give me a hard time? You know, I can't say the shit out loud. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we know, but we got to give you a hard time there. But yeah, here it is at that conference, that virtual conference. Also, I agree with your analysis as far as, he had his fun. Now he actually has to sit down and learn, and that's what's going on here. But not only that, I know he's one of the wealthiest people on the planet, but also so are a lot of other people in crypto. And I would dare say some of the wealthier people in crypto are actually wealthier than the people along the likes of Elon Musk, because majority of their money and their business is tied to the old guard. It's tied to fiat currency. It's tied to the way we do business and now with rules and regulations, excluding cryptocurrency. Whereas some of these other, either whether they're self-made billionaires in the crypto market, like Gemini twins, or they're just billionaires because they were already billionaires and they moved over to crypto a little bit earlier. Regardless, I think Elon is also starting to see he has these billionaire gatekeepers who like, hey, you're not about to come fuck up my portfolio either. Yeah. Because while these, like the retail portfolios might only be a few thousand here and there, for those who purchased the masterclass, you got to see my Dogecoin holdings back in January. So, retail investors, it might not be a lot, but these other billionaires are like, yo, Elon, hey, you killing us right now. You know what I mean? He makes a remark like we saw Ethereum today. I was wondering why Ethereum was pumping. You said it was from this conference because he mentioned it as well, right?
Yeah, he said he owns it. And of course, he was saying he owns Bitcoin. His companies own Bitcoin. So that was a good mark as well, too. But another thing I want to point out is that he actually, if you didn't notice his background, it seems like he was making fun of Michael Saylor with that background. If you ever see Michael Saylor interviews, it's the same like wooden library type thing. So, I mean, I think Elon has a sense of humor. He even had some shirt on. I forget what it said on it, but people were talking about it. So, I mean, I feel like he's still having fun with it. The biggest thing with me is that retail people, they feel like Elon is smart enough to listen to, but they're getting smacked around. How many people bought Doge at 65, 70 cents and it's now at 19 cents?
And we kept saying that too. Even if it went to $1, all these projects out there, 70 cents to $1 wasn't worth, like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth the risk.
Doge is a good buy at 1 cent. That's what I would say. Anything higher than that, you're probably getting taken for a ride. But again, Elon Musk, we don't need him. We don't have to acknowledge him. He can do what he wants, which is fine. But we have to understand Bitcoin went from 0 to 30,000 before Elon Musk ever said anything. So we don't need him. And TikTok, the clock is still moving. Blockchain still works. Every 10 minutes, transactions are still being batched. None of this matters. It's all just FUD. And like somebody mentioned in the comments, every solution they had was centralized. So I don't see anything coming out of that. But Kathy Wood was awesome. Jack was good. Steve did a great job moderating.
Kathy buying up everything.
Oh yeah, Kathy buying everything. She ain't let her foot off nobody's neck. Shout out to Kathy Wood.
Tell your Bitcoin if you want. Kathy said, I'll scoop it.
Oh yeah.
Kid Solo 21. Somehow Elon managed to make the whole conference about himself. Really should have just had Jack and Kathy. Yep, that's what Bitcoin they were just talking about.
Yeah.
Let's see. He also said definitely should have had Zay on there. The fuck are they even doing? I mean, like, this is the thing. Whatever you do, don't have the people who talk about crypto every day on there for years, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But also things like this. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, even if it's not even us who may be on a lower rung,
sure.
Just put Bitcoin people on there. Like, not people who are learning about it, just people who know what they're talking about. And that's it. I mean, that would solve a lot of the issues of miscommunication.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, big. You already mentioned that. What's up, Trek? Sis, I was the only one that thought the B word conference wasn't anything new about this space. Oh, you already know. That circle jerk. And you are hilarious. I missed that comment. That Chief Keef comment is hilarious, bro. You fool. Also with all this Elon Musk noise, one last thing I want to talk about Ethereum. Again, I'm going to keep pumping this masterclass. I'm so proud of it, Bitcoin. I'm going to keep pumping it. Like, this is why the masterclass and stuff like that's important, because like Ethereum moved 10% off of Elon saying he owns it, instead of it moving 10% because we're getting closer to the EIP 1559. Like, that makes no sense. And for those who are like, what is EIP? Is Ethereum Improvement Protocol. Like, they're going to scale Ethereum and make it better in the next 2 weeks. And that's not what, right? Well, yeah, that's not what's pumping it, but Elon Musk talk is pumping it. So kind of crazy. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Alabama regulators accuse BlockFi of offering unregistered securities. This is hilarious. BlockFi continues rejecting securities regulators' allegations that its interest accounts are unregistered securities. Now, this is the second summon they received, right?
Yep. We talked about New Jersey earlier this week, and it looks like Alabama was like, "Oh, we jumping somebody? Oh, cool. Let's get in."
Hey, hold him. I'll be right there.
Hey, I was like, hold him down. Let's stomp him out too. But that's the thing. Alabama basically saw New Jersey, or they had it in the works before, but New Jersey went forward with it. So Alabama's come out and they've stated that they have. They have issued a show cause order to New Jersey-based company BlockFi. ASC Director Joseph Borg officially announced on Wednesday. They're already facing the cease and desist order, as we said before. And one of the things they're saying is they raised at least $14.7 billion worldwide through the sale of securities. And it sucks that this is coming from a state that is not New Jersey, because again, BlockFi is in New Jersey. So I'm sure their regulators, they could have, spoke about it. But now that other states are saying it, again, like I said, it seems like they're like, oh, we jumping somebody? Cool. We can all get a piece of this pie. And hopefully they were not BlockFi doing rehypothecation and selling securities on the back end, because then that may be the end of BlockFi. So hope it doesn't happen. And I'm sure they'll figure it out to an extent. I'm pretty sure they'll have a payout. It'll just be a settlement.
You're taking all my steam right now, Bitcoin. You're taking it all. All right. You're taking it all. First thing, fully agree with you. And that's the thing that scares me, is that people, if they were unregistered securities, the first thing the government is going to do is freeze everything that BlockFi has going on. And that goes back, again, I'm going to keep pumping it. It goes back to the masterclass when we talked about BlockFi, Nexo, and whatever else. Actually, on the masterclass, I couldn't even log on to the Nexo website. Something was going on with it. And I made that point then. I said, this is the issue with these. I know people are 13%, 15%, 9%, this, that. I get it, people. It's easy and free money, but nothing's free in crypto, right? Like, you have to remember that. So hopefully they beat it. Of course, you know that we want crypto companies to win, but just be leery of that if you have your money on BlockFi, especially a lot of it long term. The government comes in. There's only 2 states right now. Give it a 3rd or 4th state. It's about, I'm telling you, it's going to be issues. And the fact I know is true is that when New Jersey did it beginning of this week, we actually called it out. We said this is a slippery slope, because if New Jersey can do it, why can't another country in their region do it? Why can't another state in another country do it? Why can't another state here do it? Why can't a city do it? Like, it literally will be a never-ending cycle. And these are just 2 American states. BlockFi is international. What's going to happen again when Russia, China, wherever else they're at, Hong Kong, the UK, all say, nah, this is unreal. Like, we want this. People, this is corruption at its finest. As Bitcoin Day says, looking more like a jumping than anything. And I expect this to continue to go on all these platforms where you're getting this 9% and all that. I'm telling you, the government is going to try to come after it, because all of this stuff cuts out the middleman, people. It cuts off the government and banks. And banksters are billionaires who have reach. They're talking to government employees. They're talking to regulators like, hey, if I stop getting paid, your election next year is going to be pretty tough to run as well, right? So just something worth thinking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see more states next week.
Same. Let's see, and interesting as well, people. You got to understand who they go after. First of all, Sergeant Crypto, thank you for the tip. The attack on BlockFi is just another way they're trying to attack Bitcoin. Exactly, and with that, they're going after the biggest companies. Same way they went after Ripple, XRP, right? They're going after the bigger companies. They don't look. They're not about to waste all this government resources going after somebody that has no money, right? They're not going over the newer platforms that are offering these APYs or some of these wallets. They are going after the biggest platforms out there. BlockFi is one. Then they just get a big funding round or whatever. So don't be surprised to see it happen to BlockFi. Unless OpenSea is paying those taxes, don't be surprised if OpenSea gets some pressure eventually. Every major platform will get some pressure, people. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. I actually saw it in another country. I forgot what it was. All the it's like a bunch of Bitcoin miners that are stealing electricity, and they steamrolled them the other day.
Yeah, that was what was that? Iran? Is that Iran?
Yeah, and it's just like y'all steamrolling computers. Yeah. At the end of the day, whether the electricity is stolen or not.
Hey,
it's the new computers.
It's the new burning books.
Software touched me. These computers. Oh man, these computers snuck into my room in the middle of the night. I can't even finish. Like, what is wrong with people?
Yeah,
like,
it's the new burning book.
An actual government agency say, hey, take them steamrollers out back and destroy these computers. You don't want to resell them. You don't want to use the parts.
Nope.
Just trash it and throw it away, right? Show of force.
Yeah.
That's how you know they can't stop anything when they're smashing computers with steamrollers. Like, that says it all. Because the only people that's going to worry out or shake out the market is people who don't know what the hell they're doing anyway. Everyone else, that is a very bullish indicator to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what else is going on in the news. New NatWest cuts payment channels to Binance, citing regulatory uncertainty. Binance is going through it. No one seems to like them in these different countries. It's like people can't spend their money on what they want anymore. One Twitter user noted regarding NatWest action against Binance. First and foremost, I threw the bat signal out about Binance, what, 6 to 8 weeks now?
Yeah. We already said, like, get your money off of Binance.
I threw the bat signal. Like, we both threw the bat signal out there early. My fault. And it's just like, 8 weeks later, y'all still like, something going on with Binance. Yes, something is going on with Binance. As I just said, they're going after the biggest companies. Binance held the crown as one of the biggest exchanges. Coinbase already decided to get down or lay down, I guess, or get down with the U.S., as well as Gemini got down with them. The only other big one was Binance. They did not get down. They tried to act like they were going to get down with the U.S. Binance. And then the U.S. caught them out in a different neighborhood wearing a different flag. We was like, whoa, hold on. Is that tripping? And because of that, it looks like these governments, not only the U.S., but the UK and everyone else is going after Binance. What is happening here?
Oh, man. So, yeah, it seems like, hey, again, regulators. Oh, we jumping somebody? Let's do it. So NatWest has joined in on the jumping. They've entered into this with their Timberland boot and decided to step on Binance's company by basically saying, with an increase in scams relating to cryptocurrency and regulatory uncertainty around Binance in the United Kingdom, we want to make sure that your money is safe. Shut up, NatWest representative. They always talk about that they were trying to protect you. Shut up.
No one cares about protecting you, people.
Nobody cares about you. Like, they always say that, and everybody feels all warm and fuzzy inside. And then on the back end, they charge you unnecessary fees and all other type of bullshit from their bank. So NatWest, they basically came out and said, welcome advice on how to spend and invest my money here in the UK, but do not force obstruction. This is a tweet here. This is so far from the solution to the problems you're claiming it solves. And again, Binance in the UK and in other places is basically getting stomped out right now because I think, like you said before, CZ was like, not really going to comply with you all. We're going to do what we want. We're going to make as much money as possible, and we'll fight it, on the back end. So NatWest, they have restricted crypto services to their users before. This isn't something new. They introduced a daily limit for crypto purchases by its clients in late June. Again, I'm trying to tell you people, the reason why DeFi is going to take off and peer-to-peer payments are going to come back is stuff like this. When centralized exchange start getting restrictions from your bank, you can only buy $100 a day. I'm telling you, it's coming. And then when you on ramps, when it's like you have to connect a bank account and all of this KYC, people are going to get tired of that. And it looks like NatWest is throwing another shot in the dark at Binance.
And my thing is, like, again, I just really want to meet these people, these companies, these regulators, these governments, kind of like we did in 2018 at CIAA. For those who watched it, still on their March of 2018 CIAA video. Watch that when I pulled up on a FINRA regulator. I pulled up on him. I was like, hey, like what are your thoughts on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? I don't know that much about it. I just know it needs to be regulated. Like,
what?
listen to that conversation. I think we actually pinned it on Twitter. People, when I say this dude didn't know what he was talking about, the only thing he knew was that it has to be regulated. As far as any other information, didn't know any of it. That's a real regulator. So I am interested in talking to these people like NatWest, and I just want to ask them a simple question. What makes you think you can tell humans what to do with their value and their money that is theirs?
Because they gave it to them. The humans gave their money to NatWest, so they can. And that's the problem, is when you give it over to banks, they can do that. They can't say, hey, this is my money. What you talking about? So if you want to buy from us, this is what you got to do. Gang, gang. That's what I mean. And the UK is trash. Let me just say that. UK is garbage right now as far as regulation in the crypto market. They're trying to shut down everything, or at least try to regulate it into oblivion. So yeah, UK right now is garbage. If somebody on the UK is watching us, sorry, we got to flame up your country. But right now, y'all are shit in the bed.
It's all right. You know, we flame up our own a lot. So
yeah.
Get it.
Everybody can get it.
Everybody be Red One Con. You want to help me, NatWest? Pay me some effing interest. Exactly. Like it's pretty simple. You're getting mad because people are going to Binance and all these other places where they can stake their stable coins. How about you just offer it there? Yeah. Let's see. Ray Mata said, good morning. Y'all sound like old man now. Wait till you get older. Hilarious.
Oh, I already know I probably got 5 more good years until I turn into the old man yelling at cloud about everything. Like, oh God, what is that? Jesus Christ, what are these kids doing? I'm already almost there.
Listen, on set, I tell people, I'm not even ashamed. Like, if I start getting annoyed, I turn into about 35-40% diva. Like, straight up. I'd be like, look, I want my red Skittles and stop talking to me. All right, period. Let's figure this out later. So I am with you. I am on my way as well. What's going on, Omar? Hey.
Hey, hold up. What's wrong with these likes? We need to get these likes up. It's a little low. I'm gonna have to start singing in here if the likes don't go up. She's your queen to be, a queen to be forever.
Better smash them like and shares, please. People smash those like and shares.
Get the likes up, or you're gonna hear it for 10 more minutes.
Kid Solo 21 said they steamroll computers, but want to talk about how crypto damages the earth. Exactly, people. It's just crazy. Okay, thanks everybody. I was in Malaysia too as well.
Malaysia, yeah.
All right, that's crazy. That's crazy. What's up with his likes? They paid the like tax yet?
It's getting there. It's still going a little slow, but I don't see it.
All right, keep playing. Don't pay the like tax. I'm not gonna say the video is sponsored next time. I'm just joking. What? You said this was a real project? Oh, my fault. I meant to add a sponsor review at the top. No, I'm just playing. I'm not gonna do that. All right. Let's see. Last couple of quick stories to cover them. Tether promises an audit in months as Paxos claims USDT is not a real stablecoin. Look at that, gang, people. Kramer was like, hey, Paxos called Kramer. Kramer called Paxos. Everybody called each other. Said it is time to attack Tether again. Tether's general counsel said a full audit is coming in months. Now, first and foremost, I highly doubt that. They're not going to all of a sudden do an audit because Paxos claimed like people. Yeah. But like the audit is probably going to be shady, as it's been shady since it's been shady. Yeah. But what I will say again, Paxos are the people who kind of came after, of course, Veritasium get about there. Paxos popped up. And I make that mention because Paxos has a good track record of getting rid of competition. So it's very interesting to see them come out publicly to claim USDT is not a real stablecoin when they have their own stablecoin, of course. So you can see that kind of competitiveness is going on there. I might have said too many syllables. But again, this is Tether. An audit for the world's third largest digital asset has been awaited for several years. And increased regulatory pressure appears to have accelerated the process. You know, you can see here in a rare mainstream media interview on CNBC, Tether Chief Technology Officer Paulo Ardonia, I don't know, and General Counsel Stuart Hodgner were asked some pressing questions on the subject of USDT's backing and transparency. Hodgner responded to the question by saying, we are working towards getting financial audits, which no one else in the stablecoin sector has done yet.
Ain't that something?
Exactly. I was just about to go ahead. Take it away. I was just about to go there.
Isn't that something? They haven't done an audit on the American dollar stablecoin. We haven't ever audited the Fed.
Wait, Zay. Oh, y'all think this is just me? Oh, no, it's a whole bunch of people over here.
Hey, if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me. It was a light-skinned brother over there. He was praising the operation.
This is whole operation.
This is all set up for me. I'm just, as I'm saying, hey, Tether to me has been scrutinized and brutalized over the years simply because they may be doing fractional reserve, they may not. At this point, again, I don't care. Like, I don't even care at this point. As long as it's not 0% holdings, as long as they're not printing out all of this and there's 0% of anything backing it, we should be pretty fine. But the audit itself, I'm sure they'll find some weird way to audit it. So it's, whatever. They have these accounting tricks they can do. And I think that that this audit, quote unquote, is simply coming from Paxos because they take out the competition because they're backed by New York, which is backed by bankers because they want to see Paxos win because that'll probably be the stable coin of choice on the exchanges that they want you to use. So again, not really big on the audits for the stable coins for them forced. But if they do it, to me, that would actually improve. If they have an audit and everything's fine, that would improve the entire industry. Like the Tether FUD will be gone forever. So I would love to see it happen and then it come out great. But I would hate to see it happen and then they find stuff wrong with it because they'll be talking about Tether forever. Like that would literally drop the price overnight.
Yeah, if Tether goes down, like we already saw it when there was like threats of it going down and not being back, the market did respond to that. So I'm with you. A couple things, people like Tether, all these stable coins, like long term, you gotta be careful about being them as well because they're brand new and they need time to develop and mature. So I would say you should really only get into stable coins when you kind of see where the market's going. If it's about to take that big dip or whatever, then pull it out for a couple of days, few days like that, like weeks, months. Really risky. Really risky, I would say that. Let's see a couple quick comments. William Justin said inflation is transitionary, is the same way Joe Tato's dementia is. Cole Singleton said, I got to do it in the voice. This is better. This is bigger than Nino Brown, baby. CMB. You already know it. This is way bigger than Jim in the crypto, okay? Let's see. William Justice, a threat of disintermediation, crypto and DeFi in particular posed to the fiat syndicate is also the biggest threat to crypto and DeFi. The empire needs to stop it or control it if they can't. Exactly, but it's not happening. They could, the war is already over. And Oko said, can't trust these regulators, politicians. As usual, Biden said there's nothing to worry about when it comes to inflation. There you go, people.
Biden can't even speak. What are you talking about? He was like, if the inflation, if we print more money, it'll get rid of inflation. Like, shut up, man. He's 80. I don't know how he's 84 or whatever. I mean, he has the best 3 months of his life ahead of him. Man, why are we listening to him, man? He doesn't know what he's talking about, man.
First of all, I strongly dislike the fact that out of almost, I won't say all of them, but like the overwhelmingly majority of like politicians, regulators, I was like, man, like y'all be people getting in some old people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Very old, very old. Hey. I'm like, not like older, like old. Like why are you working at 80?
Listen, 30 to 60. 30 to 60. After 60, you need to show some big accomplishments.
Yeah.
Not I've been a politician for years. Maybe it's, and I mean, granted, Biden was a vice president, so true. But by and large, I want to see some governors start pulling, like, maybe they make it like that. You got to be a governor or a mayor before you become president. Like, I don't know. This is crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we look at Biden's track record, that would disqualify him. It'd be like, oh, you threw a bunch of niggas in jail back in the 90s. Congrats. You get to be president now.
Dude, you threw people in jail for weed. Hey, you know what? Elon
so did Kamala. That's your road dog. Let's bring her on too. Head ass.
We forgot to give Elon Musk this roar, but we're actually gonna do it for Elon and one for Biden just because he said inflation ain't real, basically.
Boy, if you listen to your politicians, they be lying, boy. Women be shopping, but politicians be lying, boy.
You said, what's that?
Women be shopping, but politicians, they be lying.
You are hilarious. What was that off? I can remember that. Women be shopping.
The professor. My boy, Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
It was. All right, last but not least, people, wrap this up and get going. Vitalik Buterin's surprise cameo in Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis living room. Now, with this, just the headline, I would say, honestly, you should probably be listening to Ashton Kutcher if he speaks up about crypto more than you should Elon Musk. Let's not forget, Ashton Kutcher was around 2017, jumping up and down his Ellen couch for that free XRP. We ain't forgot you.
We ain't forgot about it.
But with that being said, he's been through a bear market. Like, he has literally been through a 2-year bear market. Elon Musk has not. So first and foremost, I will give it to Ashton Kutcher. I know he doesn't make a lot of crypto stuff publicly, but he's been in crypto, people. Like, he's literally been in it. So can't get mad at that. Ashton Kutcher has uploaded a video featuring Vitalik Buterin explaining Ethereum from his lounge room. Now, I am not sure how this happened. I'm assuming Ashton started flexing them big dollars, but he got himself in the room. And hey, without further explanation, let's just go ahead and take a quick peek to see if we can see him in there. Oh, It's got to reload. What else is going on with this story as this reloads Bitcoin?
Yeah, well, I don't know what kind of weird threesome Buterin.
I didn't want to go there. Listen, I almost went there. I tried not to.
Why is Vitalik's big head ass in your living room?
Hey, you give me some Ethereum, you can have my wife.
Yeah, let me get one of them validators.
I wasn't going to go there, and I wasn't going to go there, but you went there, so I'm only with you right
let's
now.
go all the way there. Let me get one of them validators. Vitalik, you can take Mila Kunis. She's old news anyway. But
hold on. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's crypto?
It's digital currency.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's blockchain?
Yeah? Oh, I thought it was.
It's like what information's stored on. So like, it's, you know, what information is stored on.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
All right, come on, Ashton. We know who we came for, Ashton. We didn't come for you too. There he is.
Where's cheekbones?
Ethereum.
So Ethereum is a general purpose blockchain. So unlike other blockchains like Bitcoin, for example, that are just designed around one application, so the way that Bitcoin is designed around digital money, Ethereum is an open platform that allows people to build their own applications on top.
All right, so there it is. Vitalik Buterin explaining Ethereum and Ashton Kutcher's and Mila Kunis' living room for some unknown reason. I feel like they need to add some backstory to this.
Hey, you know what's hilarious about that is Vitalik invented Ethereum, and I bet you he couldn't explain Ethereum to the everyday person. If that was his explanation, they were just looking at him like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" What?
Is it one of those cases where he's too smart?
So too smart to teach. And on top of that, that was half of YouTube in 2017 when we started. Very smart people, but they just talk smart. They don't know how to explain it, break it down, metaphors, nothing. But again, this was a little bit weird, but Ashton's been around a while, and Vitalik, again, you can't hate on him, 27-year-old billionaire. But again, if you use anti-Bitcoin as pro-Ethereum argument, you already lost me. If he asks you what Ethereum is, and the first thing you say is blah, 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 unlike Bitcoin, you already lost me, bro. You sound like an ICO all over again. But it was cool because this information is going to come out anyway, so Ashton Kutcher's just taking advantage.
There it is. All right. Other than that, that is the show for today. Bitcoin's Day. You got any news?
No news. Oh, I did forget one thing I wanted to share real quick that did come up from the B-Word conference. The DOJ anti-money laundering chief, former DOJ anti-money laundering chief, Jai Ramaswamy, said that anti-money laundering regulations were not meant to apply to software. And I want people to understand that this is somebody who was there when these laws were created, and that there may be a day where people understand you can't use KYC on software and try to say it's for our protection. So that's all from me. Make sure you get the masterclass, and definitely we'll see you tomorrow.
There it is. Make sure you get that masterclass. Last couple of comments. Bert Rodriguez said, little surprised that Bama started the attack. Thought for sure it's a big, heavy regulation state. To be fair, listen, my family's from Alabama originally, so I love Alabama. Bessemer, shout out Birmingham, but I still got a clown. I didn't even know Alabama had fast enough internet access to be going after crypto companies, so I'll just leave that there. And Crystal Monique Smith said, your singing made me follow my bed. It's too funny singing Queen to be. All right, again, that is a show for today. Make sure you smash that like and share. If you're interested in the masterclass, make sure you check that out. It's on our website. And last but not least, again, as a reminder, because you're going to see one come out here in the next hour or so, we are still doing commercials. We're going to be doing sponsored advertisements. We will announce it at the beginning of those advertisements so you all know. Leave your 2 cents, good, better, ugly, whatever. Hopefully it's like somewhat good. Just play the game, people. Play the game. We're trying to grow a channel. Play the game. And then other than that, again, do your own research and make sure whatever project we are advertising as commercial, you do your own research on as well. All right. Other than that, that's the show for today. Smash that like and share, and we'll see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news. Share.